What's up, guys? Jeff Miller here, Pinball Pimp. On this episode, we're going to be tricking out a 1995 Bally THEATRE of MAGIC machine. Wait, 1995? That was 30 years ago. Are you kidding me? This machine is already 30 years old? Damn, I'm getting old. Now, this machine came in from a customer in Dallas, Texas, who bought it from one of the retail amusement places. He wants me to pimp it out and give it a once over, make sure everything's all hunky-dory. But what we're mainly gonna do is get rid of all this ugly stainless steel trim, and we're gonna put a $3,000 gold chrome trim package on this thing to make it really look pimped out. I'm also gonna put in some inner art blades, change out a few wire forms on the playfield, but I probably won't have to do much on the playfield because it was done by a previous owner. I'm also going to get rid of some of this rough edge on the front of the head here that was just saw cut from the factory to make it look even nicer when we put all the gold chrome on. So let's get started, make this thing look spectacular. All right, I'm gonna take these bolts out on each side so I can get the hinges off so I can lift this head up off the cabinet so I can get to working on the paint. But I also noticed that his battery holder has a lot of corrosion on it, so I'm gonna have to address that as well before this goes back together. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is get all the hardware off the head and get this thing up on risers. That way I don't have to unplug every wire from the head and remove it from the lower cabinet. It makes it much easier when painting around the edges and getting into the corners. Now I'm going to cut me some plastic and tape up this entire cabinet so I don't get any overspray.
I also cut a piece of cardboard, which is an exact fit, which covers all the electronics from any unwanted overspray as well.
All right, well, I got the whole face of this head all filled in with rock hard water putty. So I'm gonna let all this dry for an hour or so. Then I'm gonna come sand it. We'll get some primer on it, see if there's any little spots that I missed. And then we're gonna hit it with some semi-gloss black and make this thing look really, really nice.
Now that the wood putty is dry, I wheeled it outside. I'm going to sand this front edge until it's baby smooth, ready for primer.
All right, well, we got everything sanded down on the front. And you can see how much of that wood grain got filled in by the rock hard. That's actually smooth as a baby's ass. So we're gonna get some primer on it and this will look completely different.
Now I'll start by giving it a few coats of black primer, and once that's dry, I will sand it and give it 3 or 4 more coats of semi-gloss black enamel, which will really make it look sharp.
So I got the frame of the head all puttied up, primed, and painted last Thursday. Then on Friday and Saturday, I went over to St. Petersburg, Florida to pinball at the beach and had a great time. But the fun's over. We're gonna strip all the mask off of this. That way we can move on to the next step and start putting on some trim.
All right, now that the paint's dry, let's remove this mask and see how it turned out.
So the front of the head really turned out nice compared to what we started with. We'll get that all polished up and it'll shine up and look even nicer.
Now I'm going to take some Novus 2 polish and hand buff the front edge to really bring out the shine. And while I'm at it, I'll take some Clorox cleanup spray cleaner and get all the dirt off the white backboard where all the lighting is. I'll also remove this nasty yellow decal and replace it with a nice bright new one. I'll reinstall the head latch, that way I can drop the head back down onto the cabinet.
All right, coming down to the wire on this Theater of Magic restore. I'm going to install the inner arc blades, then we're going to put on the gold side rails, then finish it up with a Translite with matching artwork and the speaker panel. Get it back to the customer, and I'm sure he's going to be happy.
Inner arc blades can sometimes be a pain in the ass to install, but if you take your time and line everything up first, it makes it much easier. I'll repeat everything for the left side, then it's time to move on to the gold chrome side rails. Now that I have the old side rails removed and the double-sided tape, I'll reinstall new double-sided 3M tape to hold the new side rails on. You really have to pay attention when lining up these new side rails because once you stick them down, they're stuck. The last thing to do is reinstall the new gold hinges, and that should finish it off for the trim. Alright, it doesn't look like I'm doing much here, but I'm reversing the speakers around so the wiring is on the bottom rather than the top since I'm putting in a new color display. Alright, now time to install the $500 color LCD display. Now that everything's plugged back in, I can flip up the display and install the new software. If you notice how shiny that new display cover is, that's because I installed a new one of those as well. I'm also installing a new alternative artwork Translite which matches the inner art blades to tie the whole machine together. And of course, top it off with some custom designed color instruction cards. I also installed one of my custom magic wand mods, which I custom build myself. If you notice, there's also a custom gold-plated coin door to match the legs, lockdown, and side rails as well.
All right, after 40 hours of work, I pulled a rabbit out of my hat and I finally got this Theater of Magic finished up and ready to send back to the guy in Dallas. I pimped this thing out with over $3,000 in gold plating. I also put in some inner art blades and a new Translite by my buddy Brian Allen at Flyland Design, and boy did this thing turn out sharp. Only thing I have to do now is play a game and show you the reveal.
Welcome to the Theater of Magic. Amazing skill. The performance is about to begin.
Shoot for the next rock.
It's 2 o'clock.
Hocus pocus.
For the trapdoor. Go for the center loop.
Saw.
Shoot for the captain's ball. Shoot for the captain's ball.
You must concentrate.
Second ball is blocked.
Here is another ball. Focus, focus.
Well, here you have it, a 30-year-old 1995 Bally Theater of Magic machine in all her glory. She's sporting the following new parts to make her look this fine: new legs, new side rails, new lockdown bar, new coin door, new playfield wire forms, new Newton balls, new flippers, new plastic trunk, new targets, new rubber, new custom shooter rod, new Translite, and new matching art blades. Well, another famous Williams game. No, not Williams, Bally. Pimped out by yours truly here at Pinball Pimp headquarters. Be sure and tune in next time when I pimp out another machine. But until then, keep on flipping. Pimp out. If you'd like to see more pinball craziness, be sure to like, tag, share, and follow me at Pinball Pimp.